Hi guys, welcome back to this week's Paint Ramble video, or welcome to this week's Paint Ramble video. So at the minute I am currently working on Age of Sigmar armies of Khorne, I suppose what you could call it, army. So I've got 3 Bloodthirsters in the back painted, I've got Scarbrand painted, I've got Skulltaker painted, 2 units of Bloodhounds, Karnak, a Bloodmaster, and what I'm working on at the minute is 20 Bloodletters. I have 6 Juggernauts, then I have a Skull Cannon and a Blood Throne to do. So at the minute I am just working on the gold, or the gold is done. I'm after doing the gold and the 6 Juggernauts. I'm starting to do the silver on them now. So I'll just give you a quick little pan and let you see in the back there. You can see all the stuff, and I'm listening to Spotify when I'm working on this here. So what is going on at the minute? I have been painting, obviously. I've been busy painting. I got a game of War Machine in during the week. I think 3 weeks ago, I got a game of 40k in with the Blood Angels against Genestealer Cult. That did not go well. Battle Predator died turn 1. What else is going on? This is a commission for one client. I have another commission coming in for an Age of Sigmar Tzinch army, and it's got loads of the big Griblies in it, and then I have Archeon and a couple of pieces for the Slaves to Darkness army coming in with that. That's a different client. I just finished Imperial Knight commission that had 2 Imperial Knights and 4 Armigers. So that was the first time working on Knights. They're actually bigger than I thought they were in person, but the client sent them to me already made, so I didn't have the fun of doing that. But I will be building all this stuff for the Age of Sigmar army that's coming in. I played a game of War Machine. I played 2 games of War Machine last week actually, and the week before that I played a game of 40k, so doing okay game wise. The guy that I played War Machine with, I do a lot of painting for. So I painted up the Elder trees from the Kill Team set for him, and 8 Necromunda Zone Mortalis tiles. So he left me with the scenery from Marvel Crisis Protocol. So I built that yesterday. I've got the Daily Bugle, a couple of street lamps, traffic lights, and 2 cars. What else have I got? I have a full box of Dark Imperium, Dark Uprising, the Necromunda box. Then I have the Corpse Grinder Cult and the Enforcers from another Dark Uprising box for someone else. I have Blood Bowl Orc team. I have I don't know what they're called. It's the Khorne kind of Warcry warband that comes in the starter set. So there's just a little bit going on at the minute. As well as that, I've got nearly a full Eldar army in a box to paint up for someone as well. So I will not be painting any Blood Angels or Tau in the coming months. But I did manage to pick up Psychic Awakening when it dropped for Blood of Baal. I did pick up Mephiston, got Mephiston built. He hasn't even been primed, but I did use him in the first game I played with Blood Angels. So that was good. He's a deadly model, he's like massive. He didn't do as well as I would have liked him to do, because the way I haven't played 40k I think in a year, if not longer. So we rolled for scenario, or for deployment, and it's like Dawn of War, but it's the other way. I think it's hammer and anvil. So if this was the 6 foot by 4 foot table, we deployed here and here instead of here and here. So all my Blood Angels close combat units were out of range. Forgot that you could deep strike models with jump packs, so that was fine. Very, very competitive 40k player right here. Turn 1, Battle Predator got blown up by Genestealer Cult mining lasers, and that was literally the most potent piece of firepower I had in the list. So I spent the rest of the game trying to run everything else up, and he just picked me off bit by bit, but it was nice to actually get back playing 40k. Blood of Balbuck was pretty good, and then I literally only finished building Mephisto and sent a picture of him to the lads in the group, and one of the other boys replies with a picture of the updated Shadow Sun model, and I was like, great. In reality, you could just hear my wallet groaning looking at it. Now, I haven't actually picked up the Greater Good book yet. I didn't pre-order it, didn't pre-order Shadow Sun. I will get her eventually, but for the time being I'm just focusing on the Blood Angels and getting through all these commissions. I have 7, maybe more, I'd say somewhere between 7 and 20 different issues of Conquest with marine stuff in it that I have not yet opened, and that's not including stuff that I built and converted up before. So I have more than enough marine stuff for the time being, but I still would like the new Shadow Sun model because she looks great. I don't think there's anything else wild or wonderful going on. Airbrush is backed up again. It's pretty messed up this time, so I'm using my Patriot 105 that's cannibalised back together with cheap knockoff airbrush parts. When I say knockoff, it's like not a branded airbrush, it's like one of the eBay jobs. Came with compressor, and the parts managed to fit nicely into the Patriot 105, so that's helped me get base coats down. They're not tidy base coats, but it's helping speed things along a wee bit. So the like of this here, I airbrushed all this silver, tried to airbrush some of these red, and if you look in there you can probably see the metallic flecks some on his feet here, so I had to go in last night and base coat all of this red with a brush, which is fine, no problem doing that. Didn't even bother airbrushing this one, all brushwork. I airbrushed these guys red because I had red left over, painted the rest of all this with the brush last night. So it'll be fun trying to, the thing with the airbrush is it gets into all the nooks and crannies, so everything is one colour, so it'll be fun trying to get that done with brushwork. So making sure I have everything here. Yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at the minute. I have still been painting. I was meant to take a video of the Imperial Knights, but being as good and professional as I am, I didn't before I sent it off, because I'm a clown. I don't think there's anything else mad happening. I have a Gatorman War Machine commission over here. There's loads of models for that there. I moved house, so I was rooting through stuff and talking to some of the other boys, and they were talking about Malifaux, so I dug this chick out. She's an alt sergeant. I think she was a Black Friday like limited edition model or something like that she could get. So I have her now out. I'm gonna try and, because she's not that detailed of a model, like I could probably get through her in an evening, just to break the pace of what I'm currently doing. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at the minute, just painting away, getting stuff done. When I was painting, so this is Skull Taker. So what I was doing when I was trying to paint them was I tried to paint the swords like power swords, like blending the oranges and reds and yellows together. Definitely needs a lot more work, but I went over 2 or 3 times after it dried and just glazed in some highlights, and that seemed to help pick it up a bit more. This is not a very exciting video now to look at me just painting silver on some Khorne Juggernauts, but I didn't want to just do a showcase video because I haven't finished the project yet. So I have a game on Tuesday. Today is Friday. So the goal for Tuesday is to have all of the Khorne stuff finished, and the client is basing it himself to rematch his, or to match I suppose I should say, his current Khorne bloodletters he has at home. He just sent me the extra stuff he needed done. I'll be playing against him on Tuesday evening in Gamers World. So the plan is currently to try and have all of this done. So I have 6 Juggernauts, the 2 like vehicles, I suppose you could say, the cannon and the throne, and 20 bloodletters to get through by Tuesday. Now the bloodletters are all based. He wants them kind of dark, so what I'll have to do is the bone, the gold, the hilts, and then the swords, and I'm not sure how I'm going to do that yet, but like it'll be quick enough to get through the 20 of them. It's the Juggernauts that are going to be the problem, and then the vehicles. So I was talking to the client. This is the skull throne, or the blood throne. So this guy here, right, if you look, he's bigger than an average bloodletter. Sorry. So here's your average bloodletter, and there's the other guy. So he's a bit of a beast. Okay. So then we take the 20 something euro HQ model, and I'd say the HQ model is actually a little bit smaller than this guy as well. But because the client sent me 2 start collecting sets, which was 10 bloodletters, either the blood throne or skull cannon, depending on how you built it, and 3 juggernauts. So what I done was I built the skull throne, or the blood throne, sorry, out of the first one, and then the skull cannon out of the second one. As you can see here, the skull cannon only has 2 bloodletters in the back of it. So what I'm going to do is build this guy from the other sprue and make him a second blood master for the client. Won't get that done by Tuesday because I've a lot to get through, like, but that is the goal, is to utilise the kits on the parts on the kit and make another HQ model out of it, because there's no point of it just being left sitting on the sprue. For painting the Juggernauts, what I done was I base coated them with the airbrush. It was a messy base coat because the parts aren't the actual parts that are designed for it, like they don't fit 110%. It's kind of a messy spray that you get out of it. So what I did was I base coated them scarlet red. Well, that was still wet. I mixed it in the cup with what little Mephiston red I had left and sprayed that down on top of it. Then when that was done, I gave it a wash of Army Painter Dark Tone, then dry brushed scarlet red again onto, like, say 75%, then a 50% of what I was trying to do was Mephiston red, but I didn't have enough, so I used Wild Rider red to pick out the armour plates and stuff like that. It was just a quick dry brush, but that gave it enough of a highlight that the armour stands out that bit more. And now I literally I put a load of gold down on the wet palette, got all the gold details done. Took me a couple of hours to get through that, and then I'm now doing all the silver. Once the silver's done, I'll bounce over onto the bone on these guys, start getting the bone done, because then I can wash the bone and the gold together with brown wash. I probably should have waited before applying the black wash and painted all the silver, because then I could have killed 2 birds with 1 stone there, but I didn't, because I knew I was going to be dry brushing them, and if I painted all the silver and then went back dry brushing it, I'd have to touch up the silver again, so it didn't make much sense. So that's why I'm doing it this way. It's probably a bit more work on myself, but I don't mind. Just as long as I can get them done for Tuesday, I will be happy out. I'll probably play Blood Angels on Tuesday for playing 40k. I don't want to ramble too much more, it's just kind of an update to let you know what's going on, where I'm at, what I'm working on. Because I'm just sitting here listening to music or watching YouTube videos and painting. So I said I'd throw the camera on, talk through what I'm doing for a few minutes anyway. I always seem to run out of a paint and then forget what paint it is when I get up to the shop. So as I'm getting through stuff over the last couple of days, like I'm running out of, say, black and brown wash, Mephiston red is a little bit light. I've actually made a shopping list for the paints that I needed, and I ran out of plastic glue as well, so I have to use super glue to glue some stuff together. So now I'm not adding plastic glue to the list as well. So when I do go up on Tuesday, I'll be able to get the stuff that I actually need. Because otherwise, you kind of forget what you're... Well, obviously I'm going up for a game, but like, if you're going supply shopping, you forget the important bits that you need, and then you get home and realise you don't have it, and it's an hour and a half drive up to the shop for me. So going up to buy one pot of paint and driving an hour and a half for it isn't an efficient use of my time, especially when I could be getting more stuff painted. So doing the adult thing and preparing a shopping list. I'll bring a pen, I'll tick it off as I find it. I just hope they have all the paints that I need when I go up. How are we doing time wise? That's about 15 minutes. I don't think I've got anything else major to explain to you now. That's probably covering everything. Nothing else wild going on. I haven't really been painting nothing else. Yeah, no, that must be it. What I will do is I will call the video here. I will probably edit in the next day or two and throw it up. And I'm just going to keep plowing through and try and get as much of this stuff done as I can in the meantime. So hopefully by Tuesday morning, well, Monday evening would be nice, so I could probably get some paint on my fisting or something. I'll have all this done and I'll have to make a showcase video and take pictures and stuff, so just keep an eye out for that. And thanks for listening to me ramble on about absolute gibberish for the last 15 to 17 minutes.